Uh, Okay, whatever yesterday we have discussed, right? Okay. Okay. So before I start the Snowflake, okay, let me know you are able to hear me. Hello.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, yes, sir.
So
Uh,
before starting Snowflake, okay. So first of all, we need to understand data. Okay. What is data? Hmm? And then what is data and why we need data? Okay. And what is the use of data and why we need to know about data and what is the uh, future of using data in IT. This is what we need to learn first of all. Okay? So it is kind of similar, but there are different variations we have in these points. Okay. So first of all, you need to understand these things. Okay. Then only you can able to understand the Snowflake database. Okay. So always, even if you go anywhere, okay, then directly they will not explain what is Snowflake and how it works and all. But the main purpose of Snowflake, why we are using Snowflake, before that we need to start this one. Okay. So if you understand the data, then it is easy for you to learn Snowflake. Hmm? Okay. So now what is data and how many types of data we have and which data is suitable for database, that also we need to understand. Okay. So if you see uh, the data, without any data, we will not have any information. How we will not have any information without data means, for example, you have a Aadhaar card. Okay. That Aadhaar card, it says who you are. It will not about, it will not explain about your character, but it will says, yes, you are the person who lived in this world and which country belongs to you. Okay. That will show you that identity. Okay. In case if this data is not available, then you are not belongs to the any of the country because you don't have a data. So if you see, if you go to the other countries, okay, even though if you go Sri Lanka, if you go China, if you go Nepal, they will not maintain your data because you are not belongs to that country. You are belongs to India. So India, they will maintain the details. When they will maintain the details means you should have some proofs, you should have some details, right? And if by was you know everything who is collecting this information, right? So even though very simple, I'll tell you, when you born, you will not have any name generally, right? But Our parents will give us one identity to pronounce. Yes, your name is Venkat. Your name is Chandu. Your name is Venu. Your name is Basuraj. Your name is Prasad. Like that, they will define a name to identify. Yes, when I call you, you have to respond, right? Otherwise, I can give you the name also like XYZ. The time when you born, if I say ABC, come here, ABC, go there, ABC, go there, ABC, come here, do this, then you will remember your name might be ABC, right? So that identity which our parents will give, the same identity government also allow in their database. So whenever you go any other website, if you search your details, you will find the uh, you know which state you are belongs to and which village you are belongs to. Everything will be uh, captured in the some location. So that is what important image and your date of birth, so that you can show your identity. Yes, I am belongs to this country and belongs to this state and belongs to this place. So that is the call of data. And when you go to the school, okay, the school management also maintain your history. What is your name and which standard you are? What are the subjects you are, learning, and which class you are, and what is your parent names and from which location you are coming? Everything we will capture. See, in the world, without having any data, okay, there is no business, there is no information, there is nothing. Okay, even if you see anything, okay, now recently, okay, there was a war happened and some of our Indian citizens got, you know, passed away. I mean, killed, right? So if you take example, who has, you know, died in the uh, some war, how will you know? There is a some identity, there is a some data, right? So everything. Okay, if you see entire in the world, okay, if you go to the school, if you go to the bank, if you go to the sales, everywhere they will capture your information. So why they needed this kind of data? Because they have to improve their business. Okay, for example, if you are learning a sales, if you have a sales business, sorry, okay, if you have a sales business, in the sales business, you are just selling, okay, products, selling products and purchasing products, purchasing products to sell again. Okay, now you are selling products and purchasing products and to sell again. Now in this case, you are not maintaining any history. I mean, you are just simply purchasing and selling. You are not calculating how much money I have uh, spent to purchase the products and how much money I gain it. Okay, after selling, you are not maintaining something. So after 1 month, if I ask you, so from last 1 month, how much business have you done, and what is the profit you got it? Then you will not have an answer. Arey, I don't know. I didn't calculate it. Just I'm selling and purchasing whenever required. I don't know. Maybe it is 100 or 200 or 500 or 10,000. I may got profit, but you will not have a perfect details. Yes, I got it. 10,000.5 rupees. You will not have a information. So that is the reason you need data to generate the reports, to see what is the business profit of mine, okay, and how many customers are coming, and why some of the products are not selling. So you can decide, you can take the decisions, okay, and you can take the decisions to improve your quality. So everything it's belongs to the data, so that you can take the new decisions, so that you can remove the existing policies. Everything you can do, okay, with using this data. Without having this data, it is very difficult to identify. Okay, now even though even in our country or in our state, if you don't have any data, you cannot say yes, in our Telangana state we have this many peoples. Okay, how can you say? By having the Aadhaar card, okay, by having the some other details, so that we can say that yes, these many millions of people we are having in our Telangana, and again other states and overall country, right? Something, when you do this kind of collections, data collections, then you can say yes, in India we are this much peoples, we are living in India. We can say that. And same Indian person who is, you know, staying outside, and we can calculate them also by having the data. If these guys, for example, if you see some of them are living in other side of India, and they are permanent with that country, then we will not calculate that that guy, yes, he is in India. But we can say, yes, he was in India, but now he is not a citizen of India because he has taken US green card or some other Canada or some other countries. So that is what the data, very, very important. Without having a data, you cannot do any business. And if you are trying to do that business also, it is waste because you will not have a perfect result saying that, yes, this is what I have today. For example, one person started one small business. Okay, he has a bunk and he has started business. Yes, he should be remember in, you know, memory, and he can say, yes, brother, you need to give this much amount. For example, that guy has started a bigger business after 10 years, and he will be sitting in his shop and he can remember all locations. No, right? So that is what. So that data is very, very, very important. It is very necessary nowadays. Without having a data, it is waste of. Even if you take the WhatsApp, even if you take the Facebook, even if you take the Insta, huh? Even if you take the Twitter, whenever you are sending a message or sending a images, sending a videos, that will be stored under their servers. And whenever you want to see that, if you go up, you can able to find them what was message you have sent to your friend. That is the proof, right? Sometimes you may delete and you will not find that, but you can recover that also. So there are lots of use cases we have. Yeah. So here we need to understand why we are talking about data. What is the future of ours by using this data, that we need to understand. The main business concept is, okay, here in this session, it is very, very important to run a business. Keep that in mind. Why you need the data? Because of data, you can see what is the benefit, what is the profit, okay, and what is the plan is working, my policy is working fine or not. Okay, like this, you will have a many details. I'll show you one thing. Okay, okay. This policy Pajar, if you take the example, he has a term life insurance, health insurance, investment plan, car insurance, two-wheeler insurance, family health insurance, travel insurance, right? There are many options are there. When you click here, okay, you will get self, wife, son, daughter, father, mother. And again, if you select, and you will get a different types of policies. When you when you go there and when you take the policy, your information will be captured by respective organization, so that you are member of that organization. They will give you the this much amount and this much everything. They will give you the details. So whenever you go any hospitals, they will give you the refund. That information is required. What treatment you have done if you go to the hospital, okay? And for example, some person has XYZ has some problem, okay, and he will go to the hospital and he'll take the treatment, and the doctor will say, okay, uh, after 10 days you come back again. Let me see what is the uh, improvement we can see from your body. Then again after 10 days he will go and he will say what by listening from yours, he will understand again, right? It's not like that. If you are healthy, if you go back again and if a doctor in front of doctor, uh, you are healthy, but you are saying that no, I'm not healthy, I am still having some problem, means doctor will confuse. He will say, by using this tablet you should be recovered, but still why you have not recovered? And let me see. Again he will check and he will confuse actually, right? Again what he will do? Again he will give us some other tablets or same tablets for 10 more days. So that, there are two things you can see. One is incorrect information and another one is correct information. So if you have a correct information, you will get the correct result. If you have an incorrect information, then you will have a incorrect results, which will cause your health, right? Similarly, if government is not providing the correct information, then government will fall. I mean, government in the sense we are. So everywhere we require a proper data so that we can run and we can say, yes, this is what we are here. Okay. So like this, whatever we are talking about this data is useful for our future, and we will be going to set in IT by learning this kind of uh, technologies. Any questions so far? Hello? Any questions?
No,
Say yes,
no.
at least. Huh? Okay, fine then. Hmm? So this is the use of data. Hmm? And in this, mainly, okay, in this, we have a types of data. What is types of data again? It's a data, right? Yes, it's a data. But you have a structured data and a unstructured data and a semi-structured data. It is very simple. I'll show you structured what is, unstructured what is, semi-structured. This is whatever I have typed here. This is unstructured data. Okay. This is also unstructured data. Okay. This is also unstructured data. This is also unstructured data. This is unstructured data because you don't have any format. Okay. So you just have a some line by line and all. It is not in a format. So when do you call a structured data? Generally, right? So whatever we have discussed, if you, for example, if you see Facebook, WhatsApp, Twitter, Insta, everything, wherever we are chatting with our friends, that is called unstructured data. Okay. Now, what is structured data? Means the structured data will be in one format. How? Means structured data means, like I'll show you. Employee number, comma, name, comma, job, comma, sal. Like this. And 1, 2, 3, comma, ABC, comma, software, comma, hmm, hmm, one. So this is the structured data. How you are saying it is a structured data means for each information you have a below that respective data. Employee number means the employee number 1, 2, 3. Employee name under employee number, which dividing comma delimiter. Okay. This is called a structured data. Now, is this only structured data? No. Which divides and which will give you the proper names. So proper reading the data. So now, for example, I'll take this one. So here, what I'm doing, I'm just giving a one pipe like this, which divides the column to column. This is called a structured data. If you see column to column difference, then we can say this is the structured data. Is this only one, we can say structured data? No. Here, uh, you take anything which divides column to column. If it is divided header, you should have same like data also. Then only it is a structured data. This is called. So when you read, right, you can differentiate by using the equal. So employee numbers will be like below. So will like this, you will have a data here. Like this. So everything should be divided, column to column, okay, like this in this format. This is called a structured data. And we can say one more way, it's a structured data. How? Means now we have a Excel, hmm, under Excel. Hmm. You see here table format. Okay. This is also, we can say, structured data. Something like this. Okay. Now you see, this is also one readable format. Okay. So you can differentiate what is the column and what is the information. Something like this, which divides. This is called a structured data. And what is semi-structured data? Means semi-structured data is when you go to the Google, I'll show you with real time. I want to show you real time. This kind of data, we can say this is a HTML code, which we call this is the semi-structured data. It is also kind of a structure, but it is semi-structured. So now you see the difference. Okay. The structured data which differentiate column to column and we can read and respective information. This is called a structured data. And unstructured data, whatever we discussed and whatever you have above, this is called unstructured data, which will not have the same format. And we can just type it any like, okay. But here if you see semi-structured data, we can see in HTML code and other JSON format. Okay, we have, we will understand what is the semi-structured data also. This is how we can differentiate our types of structures data. Are you guys clear or do you have any questions? Let me know. Hello.
Yes, clear.
Clear. Clear.
Yeah, this is very, very important to understand so that you will, it is easy for you in the next classes. 100%. Okay. So this is called the data which will useful our in your future. Why? Because by using this, okay, you are running your future. Correct, right? Because after you get into the IT, you always you will be talking about a data. There will be mostly you will have a two types of data. One is the structured data and another one is unstructured data. Okay. So that is the purpose. You need to understand, you need to remember these things. Very important. Okay. So in this now always we will be talking about mostly, in the structured table format. Okay. And you see here, okay, this is whatever here we have, right? This is we called as a row, one line. We call one line, right? So in our terminology, we called as a one row or one record. And this particular column, we say it is a column. This is column. Okay. Now, how many columns are there? 1, 2, 3, 4. We have a total 4 columns. How many records are there? Totally 2, including header. This is header. And this is the actual data. So you need to remember, because always you will be talking about the data. When you are talking about the data, how many rows are there? How many records are there? Okay. How many columns are there? Every day we will be talking like this in IT. How many records are there means now you say you have only one record. You need to tell only one record. Why you need to tell only one record? Because this is header which we will not consider. We will not load our database. Okay. So not only this example, if you take any customer also, for example, customer name, customer location, customer ID, 1, 2, 3, 4, customer name, Suresh, customer location, Rajoli, 1, 2, 5, Suresh, 4 more, something like this. So now you see, this is how many columns are there? Total columns, 1, 2, 3. Total, we have a 3 columns. Total 3 columns. And how many records are there? Including header, 3. Actually, how many rows? How many records? How many rows? Actually, 2. Original records are 2, but including header, total 3. Like this, you need to tell. This is how we need to understand. We need to remember which is the column, which is the row. and which is the record. This is very, very important. When I say which one is row, you should not tell her column. Okay. Don't say this is the column. Even if you take one column, okay, you will have a sometimes only one record. For example, some XYZ column.